Welcome to Crypto with Kids.
Hi, I'm here with my son, and today we're gonna build an 8 GPU rig. This is more of, we're building this for first time. This is our first YouTube channel, our first video. We've done a lot of research, so hopefully everything goes as planned. However, we do expect some surprises. Our goal today, being new to this space, is one, really to do something together and learn, but also really bring a lot of different information that we have researched from, like I said, different videos, different forums, and to have this one place, a very detailed video, especially for new beginners like us, to build an 8 GPU mining rig. So it's an 8 GPU setup. You can see the mining rig frame here. We have 6 GPUs today, so we'll install 6, and then we have room to install 2 more later. So that's our goal today. So let's get going. Okay, so here we have all the parts for the 8 GPU mining rig. We're going to start with 6 graphic cards and then add 2 later. So what we have here is the motherboard. This is the Asus Z370A, as you can see it. It's an older motherboard. A lot of the miners use the BTC and ASRock motherboards, but this has 7 PCI lanes, 2 M2 ports, so it's easier to get to the 8 GPU, and has a lot of positive reviews in terms of the motherboard stability, and so hopefully it works out for us today. 2 things to know about the any motherboard. One is the chipset. So this is the LGA1151 chipset. And takes the processor 300 series. So that's very important when you buy the CPU. It matches that LGA 1151 as well as the 300 series. So then we have our processor here, the Intel 8th generation. So again, that's what this motherboard takes. It's a little bit more expensive than the newer generation, but that's one of the downside of using an older motherboard. So that's our motherboard, our CPU, and then we have our graphic cards. So I'm using 3 different brands. All of them are 1660 Ti. So here we have the MSI 1660 Ti, and we have the Asus. Then we also have the Gigabyte. So we're going to use all of them are 1660 Ti's, but just 3 different brands. So we went from our motherboard to our processor to graphic cards. Then we have our power supply, a bit oversized for this setup, but just wanted to have that flexibility for the future if I were to add different GPUs, one of those 30 series as compared to the 16 series. So that's our GPU. It's in that black cover you see here. And then all these cables came with the GPU. So as we attach the motherboard, the CPU, the graphic cards, we will go through all of these cables as well. Got some zip ties there for wire management as well. And then here we have our PCI splitter, and then in the PCI Express lane. So we'll go through that as well. One of the big things as we've done the research is making sure to connect the PCI Express lane to the motherboard, the PCI riser to the motherboard. It's really important to use the 6 pin to supply the power both to the riser as well as the GPU. In the past, I've seen people using the SATA cable or the Molex, and I'll put the link in the video. They're not safe as compared to these 6-pin splitters or just a 6-pin direct connection to the riser and the GPU. We also have the RAM. That's one thing I didn't mention in the motherboard. So this motherboard takes a DDR4. So it's really important that we ensure you get the right RAM with the right form factor. So that's our 8 GB RAM. This is going to be a Windows-based system, so going with an 8 GB. We also have our hub for the fan, and you can see the fans in the background. So we'll use this hub to connect all the fans, and then here are some of the cables to extend the fan connection to the hub. So again, we'll go through this in detail as we start installing it. We got the USB drive. 32 GB has the Windows file, installation file, and then we have another USB with all the different softwares that we would need. So that's our parts. And then the last thing we have, of course, is we need a monitor, keyboard, and a mouse. A lot of the newer mining rigs also use those 7-inch screen that directly attach to the mining rig. We are going with a traditional monitor here for our purposes. So that's all the parts, and looking forward to this install. Like we have said earlier, we've done a lot of research, and our goal here is to make sure we bring all these different learnings from different videos, different forums into this one video, especially for new beginners like us, to answer a lot of the questions that we had as we started down this path of doing the research to build a rig. So hopefully it all goes as planned, and looking forward to the install. Thank you.